Welcome to our first Google Classroom training video. The target of this video is to get you acquainted with creating and joining Google Classes and exploring the basic features. So we're going to start by just doing a search, and what you're looking for is classroom.google.com. And that will take you to the Google Classroom home screen. I already have a few classes in here, but for many of you, you're going to come up on a screen where there aren't any classes. As you create more classes, they'll show up on this home screen, and you can create many of these. We're going to start by creating a new class. So up here by your login information, you click on the plus sign, and we're going to choose create a class. You can see that join a class, which we'll use a little bit later, is also here. And we'd like you to create a class and just call it Sandbox. This is the place where we're just going to kind of play with a lot of the features in the next month related to Google Classroom. So I don't need to put in any other information than that. And it will create a new class for me. So you'll see here you are up here as a teacher. The theme can definitely be changed, or the photo up at the top. But this is called the stream, and that's the first page that anyone will come to when they enter a new course, and we'll kind of talk about some of these features as we go along in training. For students, this is where, as you have students that join your class, they'll show up here. They can join with a class code, which is very similar to Edmodo, which you can change or disable. You can also invite students, which is kind of nice, like on the first day, if you have a student or two that are absent or not there, you can always invite them so that they don't miss your code. And if I just type in 21, you can see that our students kind of preload in here. So it's very easy to quickly invite students. If I can move over to the About tab, you'll see that this gives me a place to kind of update some information about the course. You can see that it automatically created a Google Drive folder for me, which we'll explore more later, where all my resources will be stored. And it also has access to the calendar, which it automatically creates, which I can view in Classroom itself. Or if I created a calendar, it'll show up in Google. This is also the place where you can invite teachers to become co-teachers in your class, which we'll try together when we meet on Tuesday, as well as class materials that might be relevant, like a syllabus or something that kids might want to refer back to throughout your course. So have the Sandbox class created. Now over here, the three lines up in the top left-hand corner, if we click there and we go back to your class's homepage, you see that it takes us back to this page where we can see all of the courses. We would also like you to, ahead of Tuesday, join our Google Classroom training class. And so this has already been created by Ryan, and he invited Tracy and myself and Natalie, DLMs, as co-teachers up to this point. We would like you to join this course, and so 6D4QUA is the code that you're going to need. If you go into the corner here is where you're going to join a class and put in that code, and then you will become a member of that course. And we will pick up from here on Tuesday morning.